Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This week I got my hands on the iPhone 14 Pro thanks to my friend Sanjay. While comparing the iPhone 14 Pro and the 15 Pro, the camera spec seems to be the same. So I thought I will do a comparison between the Vivo X100 Pro versus the iPhone 14 Pro. Let's get started. As usual, we will start with the camera specifications of both the phones. The Vivo X100 Pro comes with a main camera of 50 megapixel 1-inch sensor corresponding to 23mm focal length, whereas the iPhone 14 Pro comes with a 1x2.8-inch sensor with corresponding to 24mm focal length. Next, we have the ultra-wide-angle lens. The Vivo comes with a 15mm focal length with 1x2.76-inch sensor, whereas the iPhone 14 Pro comes with a 12 megapixel 1x2.5-inch sensor. Next, we have the telephoto lens. On Vivo X100 Pro we have 50 megapixel f2.5 100mm focal length with 1x2-inch sensor, whereas the iPhone comes with a 12 megapixel 1x3.5-inch sensor corresponding to 77mm. As per the video specifications, the Vivo can shoot up to 8K 30 frames per second, also 4K and 30 and 60 frames per second, while the iPhone can shoot 4K up to 60 frames per second. As in case of the front camera, the Vivo can shoot 1080p video up to 60 frames per second only, and it comes with a 32 megapixel sensor, whereas the iPhone it can shoot 4K up to 30 frames per second and it comes with a 12 megapixel sensor. Let's start with the main camera. Both the sensors produce great images with lots of contrast and details, but the Vivo has a slightly better image quality because of the bigger sensor, the 1-inch sensor, and this becomes really evident in the low light images. Next, we have the wide-angle lens. I think here the iPhone has a good advantage over the Vivo X100 Pro because of the 13mm focal length, whereas the Vivo has 15mm focal length. And also the sensor size, also iPhone has a slightly bigger sensor compared to the Vivo. And the same comes to the image quality also. I found the HDR and the image quality to be slightly better than the Vivo when it comes to wide angle. Finally, we have the telephoto lens. Both comes with a great image quality, and considering the bigger sensor on the Vivo X100 Pro, the details and the contrast and as well as the low light performance of the Vivo X100 Pro is absolutely amazing. Especially latest V3 processor on the Vivo, the AI really does magic when optimizing the images on the Vivo X100 Pro. The iPhone 14 Pro is restricted up to 15x zoom only, whereas the Vivo X100 Pro can shoot up to 100x zoom. So when you consider the image quality, even at 30x zoom, the Vivo has the same image quality as the 15x zoom of the iPhone 14 Pro. Moving on, we have the portrait mode on both the cameras. Just by seeing these images, you can see that the Vivo has done a great job in the blurring your background, especially when you look at the corners of your shoulders as well as the cutting of the subject from the background. It's kind of feels like a real DSLR effect on the Vivo X100. So the portrait segment, the Vivo has clearly the winner of both of them. Moving on, we have the video performance of both the cameras. Both the phones take great 4K videos with great details as well as contrast, and colors are really natural, and the dynamic range also really great. And talking about the stabilization, both done a great job in stabilizing, and also both cameras comes with a extra stabilization, like you have the ultra stabilization on the Vivo and an active stabilization on the iPhone, which further crops in the video, but still you get some great stabilized footages out of both the phones. So as per the conclusion, both Vivo X100 Pro and the iPhone produces great image quality, especially in daylight. But when it comes to low light performance, the Vivo X100 exceeds in all aspects in compared to iPhone 14 Pro. So if you are more into low light photography, I would say Vivo X100 is a better choice than the iPhone 14 Pro. So that's all for my today's video. Please leave your thoughts about the iPhone 14 Pro as well as the Vivo X100 Pro in the comment section. And if you found this video to be helpful, please like and subscribe and share. So happy shooting until next time.